My people, we just saw a hand. We can't see you.
I was smoking my blunt. Hold on. I don't know if we're allowed to smoke on here, so hold on.
Ain't that type of interview. You ain't got to you ain't got to puff before you talk to me. We done talked plenty of times. Johnny
Ah!
Blaze, what is
I had
going
to put
on,
my
my friend?
I had to put my wig on too.
Well, you know they opening up the beauty salons and all that stuff
And
today.
nope, I'm
I
living
feel you.
carefree. I'm living carefree. I'm living nice. I'm healthy. My friends are healthy. I stay inside.
I'm with you on that. I think I'm gonna wait another 2 to 3 weeks to see what
I'm
happens
gonna
with
wait a
everybody.
whole year.
Oh yeah, you wasn't playing beforehand because even before the pandemic started, you would have on masks and gloves every time I see you fly out somewhere.
Yeah, because it's like I don't, I have a low immune system. I've been looking up on stuff. Two of my family members passed away.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and my two cousins, and then after that, my best friend caught it, and then my other best friend in Houston caught it. They both recovered from it, and one has damage to the lung.
Damn.
So it took a toll on me. So I was just like, let me stay inside. But anytime I fly, I always do that because I used to watch, well, I still do watch Naomi Campbell's page, and she'll be like, I'll
Oh
put on. Yeah, so I got it from that.
yeah. She scrubbed down the whole plane, damn near.
She was like, oh, y'all getting scrubbed down.
Facts, facts. Well, welcome to the Making Plays Convo, and basically, we're just going to be talking about the plays that you were making before the pandemic, what you're doing now, and what you're going to do once we get off of lockdown, whenever that happens.
Okay.
But first and foremost, how are the rest of your people doing? Like, how are your friends and family?
They're doing really good. I speak to my family all the time. I speak to my friends, and we're still working just from inside. I mean, you could do so much inside, especially with
Yeah,
social media. You have a platform. Everybody has a platform, whether it's 10 followers, whether it's 2 million, whether it's 20 million. And I just feel like anytime something like this happens in the world, we should always just show giving things. Like I'm big on humanitarian work. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
was giving back stuff and giving back clothes, diapers, whatever it is, having people DM me and promoting it through my social media, like, hey, I'll give you some things to, if you need help. So I mean, nothing's changed as far as my family and my friends because we all have, trained before this to always know how to do things indoor too, if that
right.
makes sense, like as far as your work ethics and then being healthy, staying inside. So it's pretty good over here.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you do that yesterday. You were giving out groceries to families in need,
Yeah.
and I saw you make the gift bags for people in your building and stuff.
Yes.
So that's one of the things that I've respected about you. I can attest to your altruism is that you're definitely a giving person. I remember the first time we met, I invited you up to the Pandora office because I like Bon Appetit when I heard it. And
Yeah.
we chopped it up. We talked about like how to get popping on the platform and the
Yeah.
different ways we playlisted you and the artist tools. And it was cool. Next thing I know, you're telling all your artist friends and everybody was coming up to Pandora. You were connecting me with a lot of people, which I really
Because
appreciate.
you were like, well, you wanted to, because Pandora was never here until you guys.
No, you're right. You're
So
right.
it's like, I when I network with people, I don't want it just to be some whack ass talking right then and there, and then we don't even speak to each other. Like I use my sources, I build friendships. I believe in that. Like
Yeah.
if for example, like if you don't want to be broke, don't be around broke people. And if it is people that don't got as much, have as much as you're supposed to uplift them if they're considered your friend. I
Yeah.
never understood, and not to change a little bit subject, but I never
No, you
understood
good.
why, like in the strip club, and that's where I learned it from, to tell other people about you. In the strip club, I used to always see guys come in there flossed out, juried out, and
Yeah.
their whole squad looks crazy. If you got all this money and stuff, and if these are your close friends and you care about them, at least when y'all walk, your image, everything, the way you talk, everything is a representation of yourself. So when you told me, I was like, yo, he's an African American man in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for my black people. And then you're in the hip hop section and you got all this exposure for artists that don't know nothing about it. And I do. because you introduced it to me. So I was just like, you
Right.
know what? And you said, you was like, you know, I'm looking for artists to bring. They don't know that Pandora's down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But it started, I was like,
Yeah.
hey, Bria Brazzi, Raindrop,
Shout
Play
out to Miss
Woman,
Raindrop. I just see her.
whoever it was I could think of, I was just like, here, look, talk to this person. They're great. They'll help you out. The great networking and the friendship. So I just, you know, that's always been me.
No, and I definitely appreciate that on both sides because one, it helped me out because we were trying to establish more of a presence for Pandora in Atlanta and help artists out. And two, it speaks to you giving that knowledge to other artists because you didn't have to do that. You could have
Yeah.
been like, "Oh, I got mine, I'm good," but you
Yeah.
put your friends on too. So
Yeah.
I always thought that was like, you know, speaks very highly of your character and stuff.
Thank you.
But you've always been making plays, and it seems like even when the pandemic started, it didn't slow you down. It actually looked like your numbers went up after everything started happening. I mean,
Yo, so
your IG been going crazy. You damn near shut down Tory Lanez IG for like 2 days. He couldn't even go on IG or whatnot. The promos you've been doing, then you did that live show with Kissy Lee,
yeah.
and your OnlyFans page is always popping. So it just seems like it just enhanced everything.
It did. um, I didn't, I'll tell like the honest truth. I didn't know about any of this. Like, I
Mm.
didn't know what was happening. I'm always up till like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's so overwhelming that I don't even know how to explain it to you because I'm just sitting here home like think of ideas of what to do. You know, I do the piano and twerking and it's cool.
Yeah.
I did promo. I used to charge a lot more. And I'm like, you know what? It's a pandemic. It's a lot of things going on. Let me do $50 a promo. So all these things
Mm-hmm.
were attracting um, other people. But then Tori did the quarantine, and I was like, he's an artist. I know he's gonna have a talent show somewhere in here. I felt like he was. I didn't know for sure because I'm like, he's gifted, so I know he's gonna do something in there somehow. So I did the twerk thing, and it was fun. And then I started trending on Twitter, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I
You
did
was
it again.
trending crazy.
But it wasn't like he told me to get on his live. Like I knew nothing of anything. So it boiled down to the last 2 episodes, and I'm like, well, I might as well market myself. So every time I went on his live, I would go and post my music. Was Khalifa was smoking one night. I got on his live. We started smoking together. It just
Yeah.
trickled down. Then it was Tiger, and it was just so many people. And I'm like, yo, this is perfect. And I'm about to drop next month, so this is perfect. So it got to when we did this twerk contest. I won, and my $25,000 I decided to give back to COVID and also like cancer patients. And I told them, don't even send it to me. Just go ahead. It was with Pretty Little Thing and Tori. So after that, it was just from up there. I started working with features I don't want to say yet, and it just kept happening. Interviews and all this stuff off of a social media that we were inside. So it actually
Yeah.
helped me a lot. Actually, it was like a whole. Actually, I gained like 100,000 followers.
I seen that. I seen that. Like I
Watched
said,
it too. I was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck going on? So it actually helped me. It actually boosted
Mhm.
me. And even after it, now people are really just constantly just, you know, rocking with me. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
And that's a prime example of turning this situation as tragic as it is. It sucks being inside. It sucks
Mhm.
that we can't move around. But you can either sit there and be depressed about it, or you can
Or you
like
gonna
flip it
work.
around.
You're gonna find other ways and stuff. Like, you know, like my team, like a lot of them can't do certain things, not because they don't know how to do it or not because they don't want to work, but they cannot work literally. So before it really started getting to lockdown, I told people to come by tens and come and hang out. I had a chef cook here at my house, and I did games that consist of winning money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I feel like I've got to a point, I'm not at my best, but I'm able to give back and also help others. So I was just
wow.
like, fuck it. Look, $1,000. I'm about to split this up into games. Do rock, paper, scissors. If you lose, you got to take a shot, but you still win $20. If you win, you get $100. And that's how we played. And people walked away with $250 in their pocket every day. This is like for a whole week I did this.
Wow.
And it's just finding little creative things or like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows I have OCD. I love cleaning. Sometimes I'll just ask one of the people that might, hey, you got any work for me? Yeah. Can you just clean up my house? I don't even need to call nobody else. Some company I don't know. I'll give you 150. It's a 2-bedroom condo. It's not that big and it's not really a lot to do. So it's just you're finding if you care. I feel like if you care about your team when it's stuff like this happening, you're going to find ways to still survive as a whole and
Yeah.
still feel comfortable. There's a lot of times some of the people come over here, my friends come over here just to chill, we'll have mimosas or whatever, and just think of ideas. Like, you have to keep going. Like, just because we can't go outside doesn't mean anything. So that's how I do my team.
Yeah.
And it feels good because I don't hear the other negative stuff. It's more positive. It's not nobody stressing. And I think my team did a pretty good job during this lockdown. So
You guys definitely have been, but you're also big on investing in yourself in your own brand.
yeah.
You don't take your money and just splurge it by like jewelry or clothes and all that stuff.
No.
And I've seen that firsthand as well. I remember going downtown and I see a billboard for Lil Favorite. I remember going to your shows and it's not just you up there singing. You have two dancers, DJ, shout out to Nikki Nice, and you have a
Hey.
live band. You're paying for the outfits and all that kind of stuff. So you're really big on reinvesting in yourself, paying for your
Yeah.
videos, making sure that you're not cutting any corners on that as well. So, I mean, speak on the importance of that because I think a lot of artists take that for granted. They get a check and then they want to go out and splurge instead of putting it back on themselves.
Man, like, I'm so like country inside, like, but I'm a military kid, so I lived everywhere. So I have like this kind of, as long as I have a house, car, money that's gonna, take care of everything, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not into jewelry. Like, every jewelry you see on me, from necklace to my earrings, to my any jewelry you see, watch or whatever, was free because
Mm.
the jeweler and them rock with me so much. It was a gift from them. It wasn't even about being free, it was a gift. So I have people that rock with me so hard that I don't have to pay for clothes sometimes or this. They just want a shout out.
Right,
That's
right.
right there. I always tell people, they're like, well, what if you don't have money? What if you can't push? And I'm like, you have a mouth. It's free. This is the
Mm.
problem with everybody. This is the problem with artists. They do not speak. Like, they don't talk. They just get on the mic when they're introducing. What up, Shawty? My name is Lil Scissors. Play the beat, homie. Play it. Like, you're not conversing with each other. So that's one right off back. And everybody knows I talk to everybody.
Yes,
So
you do.
when I started with the OnlyFans, everybody made jokes about it. Why are you on there? It's supposed to be nudity. You don't have to be naked. All I do is twerk. That's what y'all knew me for anyway. It's just I got 2.1 million followers that look and want to buy this. Like, I can't find it nowhere else. Can't Google it. Oh, she's in a two-piece bathing suit twerking. Cool. And I invested. I actually made over close to $1 million, and I started paying off my debts.
Mm.
I started paying off things like, let's put this into marketing. Hey, what videographer do I need to use for this? How do you mix this down? What's the right master? Like,
Hmm.
everything that I could think of, and I learned from other artists and put it into my team, and my team brought their ideas. That's how I ended up investing. And then when I realized, okay, now this project's about to come out, let's think about the next thing.
Right.
That between time is my humanitarian time. So that's why you see now every other day I'm giving back, or either I'm in a group message with artists trying to tell them about, hey, they're looking for artists at Pandora, or hey, ATL
Right.
20 got a package deal for promoting, or hey, I got 4,500 DJs contacts that you can use for free. This is a group to help each other. Like, that's how I move now. It's like a contract with music. It's the contract without the other contract, without the label contract when you get signed or whatever you get distribution deal. This is a
Right.
contract between yourself and spiritually, because it's like, when you're an artist, you don't just, for me, when I'm gone, the only thing that sticks with me is my name. So I want my name, my music to be great, to touch people, and what you do for the community, because your body's gone. There's nothing else.
Right.
So my in-between time is nothing but humanitarian work, either putting some money in somebody's pocket. Like, it's like sex, like how people get off to that. I get off to people being happy. Like, and I haven't had that in a long time. And I just found it like a couple years ago, and I'm not trying to stop it. So that would be my advice to help people, is to be kind and talk and really invest every
Mm.
single penny that you have and not
Yeah.
care what nobody's saying, just invest in it.
Facts. Has OnlyFans like cut you a check because you kind of put them on the map?
Yes, they do. And they just, that's ain't
they need to like make you the spokeswoman or something like that because you really were the one that
Bro,
like
I
really.
went on Shade's room and I was looking, I was just like, It's like 73% has went up on OnlyFans. Either people are selling their paintings that they can only get from there, and I'm like, I wonder who started that shit and said something about it, or at least people acknowledged, and y'all clowned me. And I'm like, it's cool, it's whatever, but it's always like that. I'm always sometimes, majority of the time, overlooked, and then when I'm looked back at, it's like, oh, you're too late. But hey, so. I'm just, I'm glad people caught on and just invested in their self and putting it to, I hope, good use.
No doubt. Let's talk about the new single though that you dropped today.
It's
Yeah.
called, it's
Already playlisted on Pandora.
it's called, yeah.
Yeah. I did the long version. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
who, who,
So it's
who,
called, yeah, and it was produced by Dre Beats. It was written by, who, let me get this all right. Mark, Danny, me, Steve, and Slick.
okay.
Yes, and we all wrote together, and we did this, and it was just so dope. The video was shot by Marco, um, and I always had a thing for Josie and the Pussycat Dolls. So
Really? Why?
because it was just my cartoon that I liked in the '90s. I was born
Okay.
1990, so that was my thing. And then for me, I looked at like Andre 3000 when they did Hey
Yeah.
Y'all, and he was each of the characters in the video. And then it was like that 70s throwback. And then I looked at the Migos with Drake when they did Walking High Talking. I'm like, damn, nobody hasn't did Josie and the Pussycats yet. But let me do a twist to it. So I just recreated the characters, put the same outfits, the same zigzag in the girl's head, as it just did everything. And I did stunt doubles with my friends and did the drums, did the person, all the background, and did the vocal. And I wrote this for 3 years. I've been wanting to do that. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it because the only person I could think of that would do it would be Lizzo.
Right.
Being creative that she is, and she plays flute. So I
Yeah.
play instruments, and it's Josie and a Pussycat. So why not put this in this video? And it's just saying, fuck it up in slow motion, speed it up like I told you, keep your eyes on me, focus. And I always remember Josie and them, they always kept the crowd. Like, they loved the guitarist, the violin, whoever it was, they loved Josie and Pussycat. So I put it together, and I was like, oh, this is kind of dope. This is
How
dope.
long did it take you to make that video? Because it was very involved.
12 hours of building. I built with my friends instead of getting a
Mm-hmm.
company. We just built the sets because a lot of my friends they actually like can build a house if they wanted to. So they're great with construction. It saves and it's budgeting, and then I'd rather just pay them. And I actually did a set by myself. I did the living. And so it was just really cool. Like, and then the next day we did 12 hours of filming. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
kind of how we operate when it's a big. Mhm.
Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Now, I know when we last talked, you were working on an EP. So this is going to be part of the EP. Are you still going to
Yeah,
push that out? What's
yeah, I
that?
am. It's just it's a pandemic. I yeah, the EP is done. I did 7 songs, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I did them before this happened because I was gonna drop the EP, but like I'm going to drop one more single, which is soon after this. Let it play for a minute,
Yeah.
and then drop the EP. I might just up and say, I forget to drop the EP, but it's done. I worked before, this happened. I'm just sitting on stuff, just like, okay, cool. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to come outside. That's what been my little captions lately. Like, I hope to come outside because I'm not playing. I'm not playing at all.
You also been doing some features too. I heard a song with you and Trap Beckham that was kind of fire.
Yes, we did that about a month. Well, probably like right before we were about to lock down, and
Mm-hmm.
we did it. So I love that record. It was a couple of features that I've been working on.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Trap gonna be mad at
Yeah.
me. I wasn't supposed to let the cat out the bag, but I really liked that record when he played it for me, and it's all good.
Because
I said
that's
it.
me.
I said it, Trap. You can blame me.
I
You
didn't
can
say
blame
it.
me.
You did.
But it's all good. So I'm gonna wrap it up on this. I'm gonna ask you my quarantine questions. These are questions pertaining to everything that we're going through right now. What's the best thing that you've watched on TV so far?
Okay.
Uh-oh, you freezing. Ozark? Oh, we can't hear you now. Mm-mm. We can't hear you. You can't hear me? Uh-oh. I can't hear you. Oh, man. Ozark, yes. Thank you so much. I don't know. We was having technical difficulties right there. Let's see if we can get it back in. Okay, she's back. Let's there we go. We back.
It was my cricket. My cricket be acting crazy, man.
Sometimes it be IG, everybody on
Sometimes
IG
it really
Live.
do. Sometimes it really do be right, but cricket be. I'm gonna have to call them, man. They don't need to be doing me like that.
Yeah, because it was definitely messing up when Teddy Riley and Babyface were doing their battle. I had
Wait,
to
you
watch it
remember
on my
that meme?
laptop. Huh?
You remember the meme?
Oh, I know. Poor Teddy. Um, oh yeah, so we were in the middle of my quarantine questions. Have you tried cooking any new foods?
No, I am a big girl. Now, Jay, you know damn well I'm trying to stay away. Yeah, I've been eating everything.
No, have you tried to cooking anything new though?
I've cooked everything.
Uh,
If I could, I'd cook goddamn wax. If I could, I'd cook a damn camera. I think I've ate everything you could think of.
Man, look, there's gonna be a quarantine 10 or 15 for everybody. I've been eating and
No, it's not. I'm going straight to Dr. Curry's in the gym. At least I'm honest. Lights go. I'm gonna be like, I'm out.
it's the Dr. Curves.
Then he quit. Your appointment clock. Yeah, I'm here at 8:58. Uh-huh. I
Uh-oh,
froze
I think
again.
it's acting up again. Yeah, you frozen. You coming back? There you go. I think you back. No, you freezing up. Now the sound went out again. It's all good. It's all good. You dropped a lot of knowledge on us. Can you hear me? Oh, she can't hear. Listen, it's all good. We're gonna try that one more time. It's IG Live. Anything can happen. We're having all types of technical difficulties, but it's been a fun conversation. And fellas, I'm gonna ask a question that I know you're gonna want to hear. And ladies too. Let's see. Oh, let's get it back in. Cricket don't want to act right, huh?
Well, I'm about to switch over to goddamn Metro.
Not Metro. Don't do that. don't do that. That joint will be
Have to ask me.
it be looking and sounding like Teddy Brown's. Okay, this is the one that everybody want to know. All the fellas and certain ladies. Do you have a quarantine bay? Oh, you do. Johnny Blaze got a quarantine bay. Ooh, we gonna talk about that offline. We need to find out who this lucky person is.
I ain't telling you.
Huh? No doubt, no doubt. And my last question is, what is the first thing you're gonna do when all this is over?
Go do my next music video.
For which song?
Can't tell you.
You
But
can't
I
tell
will
us
give
that.
you the first. I will.
Can't tell us who your new bae is. Can't tell us the next song.
I'm gonna
No,
give you the
you
information
be telling
first.
us a
I'm gonna
lot
give
though.
you the
No,
information first.
nah, it's all good. We appreciate you. You dropped a lot of gems. I hope people were paying attention. Much success to you. And I'm still waiting on my invite for that Johnny Blaze party. And
Of
I'm trying to
course,
keep.
as soon as I can figure out what mansion to take me, they won't. Mansion's like you only have 15 people. I'm like,
Well, can I be one of the 15? Like, I'm tired of seeing all these parties. Remarkable had a party. I ain't getting no invite. You having a party at 15. I ain't getting no invite. You posting all these baddies. I'm like, I can't keep up with them. I'm following. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Help me out on that one.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I love you, sis. You take care
Love
of
you
yourself. Be
too.
safe. We'll talk soon. And make sure you listen to Johnny Blaze Radio on Pandora. It's going up. The new single is
Yeah.
on there. It's playlisted on Top Shelf Rap and R&B. So let's support Johnny Blaze like she gives back to the community. All right?
Hey, thank you, y'all. Love y'all. Love you, bro.
Take care.